Good morning. So I wanted to do another one of these day in the life style videos where I just kind of take you through the different parts of my day while I'm traveling and living out of this Honda Element here on the road. This morning we're camped in a relatively busy neighborhood here, not too far away from the downtown area in Melbourne. It wasn't super loud. I definitely slept pretty well, and part of it's probably because I was like super exhausted from surfing all day yesterday. Just kind of really sore and pretty tired overall, but I don't think I woke up at all last night. Definitely was some road noise though going by, and there's also a train track not too far away from here, so you could hear trains going by pretty frequently as well. First up, we're gonna head over to the nearby Walmart. I gotta pick up a few things, probably eat some breakfast in the parking lot there for a little bit. Just take it easy, maybe use the bathroom as well. Most important Walmart purchase, some water. I'm super dehydrated after being out in the sun all day yesterday. I've had this headache pretty much since last night. Hoping this will help. Next stop, we're gonna head over to the beach. But we're not really here to hang out and enjoy the beach or anything like that. I'm here primarily to shoot video. Yesterday was the day for the surf. It was good yesterday. That was kind of like a break day for me. I put the camera down, but today we're gonna be shooting some video. Basically everything that you've seen so far in this video comes from what I'm about to do right now. I'm also gonna put together a Patreon only video, like a little cinematic beach style video. I'd like to do those from time to time as well. May not look like much right now, but in a couple of days it's forecasted to get really good around here. Really big winter swell about to fill in, super long period ground swell. It's a big reason why I've been sticking around this area for so long. I'm pretty excited. That was a nice little walk on the beach. Now it's time to get caught up on some work. Fortunately, the weather has finally cooled off a little bit, so it's pretty comfortable sitting up here inside using the desk setup. Should work out for a little while. Lunchtime. Nothing too crazy, just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but something simple, easy, and I can get back to work. I always try to throw out any trash as soon as I can, so after eating lunch, I'll run over, I'll find a public trash can if I'm somewhere where there's some trash somewhere, and throw it out in there. Keep things as clean as possible inside the Element at all times. So what have I been working on so far on the computer today? First things first, I went on and just kind of checked out YouTube. I uploaded a video yesterday evening, so I had to make sure that everything was still going okay with that. Sometimes YouTube like randomly demonetizes stuff, so you have to go on and request review. I know I've talked about that before. Also just getting comments, trying to respond to some comments as best I can, and emails as well. I had a few emails that I had to catch up on, Facebook messages and whatnot. So spent some time doing that. And then after that, just kind of trying to plan out March. It's the beginning of the month now, the end of the month for February, so financially I just kind of try to go through and look at some accounting stuff, try to predict where income's going to be coming from for the next month or two while I'm on the road, and then once I get back to New Orleans. I love Excel spreadsheets. I have a lot of them, and I have one in particular that is specifically designed to track income, so I was looking at that a little bit, and then going on Upwork. I actually applied to a bunch of jobs this morning on Upwork, just trying to get my name out there. Usually Upwork doesn't really work out for me in getting freelance gigs for web design or video editing, but occasionally it does, and the only way that I'm ever going to get jobs is by, you know, grinding it out and applying to as many as I can, or at least as many as the site allows me to. The battery on the laptop is getting pretty low though. It's been about 3.5 hours or so now on this charge. I can usually get somewhere between 3 and 4 hours, sometimes a little longer, and I do have a 12-volt charger, so in theory, if I really needed to, I could just plug it into the AGM deep cycle battery and charge it on the solar. The only thing is 100 watts of solar really isn't enough to replenish what I'm using every hour to charge this, and then to run the fridge on top of that, I'd end up draining the battery. So even on a sunny day, like, I'm gonna go into the night with a less than full battery, which could theoretically be a problem for the fridge running all night, especially if I want to run the fan tonight or something like that. So I just got to be smart about it. I'm gonna go to Starbucks later on today anyway, so I'll just plug in there and get it charged up while I'm working there this evening. Next stop for the day is just over here at the Planet Fitness to grab a quick shower. I always try to go on a weekday before 5 o'clock. I find that a lot of people will come over here after 5 when they get out of work and the gym gets pretty crazy. You might have to wait for a shower and stuff, and I don't want to do that. I don't have enough time to be waiting around for that. So try to get here before 5, get in, get out, and then get back on with the day. A lot of folks will ask if I feel weird about going to the gym just to shower, and I don't really know. Like, I don't really find any problem with it. I'm not even sure if the attendants working at the desk even notice most of the time. I'm sure sometimes they do, but it's like I'm a paying member, so like, what does it matter if I'm there to take a shower and work out, or just to take a shower, or just to work out? I feel like it shouldn't really make any kind of a difference or anything like that. That being said, I have been working out more frequently, but today I definitely was not going to after surfing for like 5 hours yesterday. I'm pretty exhausted. Time for dinner. I know it's really early. It's like 4 o'clock, maybe not even at this point, but that peanut butter and jelly sandwich just didn't quite do it for me. I've also been eating like turkey and leftover stuffing for the past 4 days in a row, so this will be a much needed break from that. Chipotle is just such a great deal. I always get the bowl, and then I get a tortilla on the side. I've even heard people asking for 2 tortillas on the side before, but I usually just get one. It's like $6.85 plus tax, and it's more than enough to fill me up for 2 different meals. I'll either eat some more later tonight, because I ate dinner at 4 o'clock, or I'll eat some tomorrow for lunch, or I'll eat it tomorrow for dinner, and it'll work out great. And most of the time, I don't even need Chipotle away.
Hi, Billy Mays here with another fantastic product. If you're like other Americans, you love to eat Chipotle.
Decided to come down and hang out by the water for a little bit this evening, try to enjoy the beautiful weather that we have, and take some video. A lot of folks will question whether or not the sacrifices that you have to make day to day to achieve this lifestyle are worth it. And for me, obviously I think that they are. I don't necessarily know if they are right for everybody, but on a day-to-day basis, you know, trying to figure out where to like go to the bathroom every once in a while, or trying to figure out where you're going to take a shower every couple days, figuring out a place to park and just blend in at night, it kind of has just become routine for me, and it's really not that much of a sacrifice when compared to the benefits that come with this lifestyle. I really enjoy being able to wake up in a different place all the time and be able to travel relatively freely all throughout the country and see all these beautiful destinations. I also really enjoy not having to pay rent. Rent is a huge month-to-month expense for the majority of people, sometimes over $1,000 a month, and I enjoy not having to pay that or have to worry about it. For one, it keeps you stationary in one place, but for two, it also prevents me from living the life that I want to live. So there are definitely sacrifices. I'm not denying that. Things take a little bit longer and so on, like I've shown throughout the video today. But in the end, for me, when people question whether or not it's worth it to have such a small vehicle and to just be living on the road like this, I think it is. I think it 100% is, and it's something I want to keep doing for a long time. Just spent a couple hours working at the Starbucks and getting started on some editing of this video here, but not finished it yet. I'm probably about 50% done. Gotta finish it tomorrow morning, but I'm getting tired, so it's time to find somewhere to sleep for the night. I think I'm gonna stay in a similar neighborhood to where I was last night, not really that far away, but far enough where I don't think I'll have any problems. I think this spot will do for the night. Pretty quiet little area. Some cars on the street though, so I'm not the only one, not standing out like crazy. Most of these neighborhoods don't really have any other people that park on them. They're all driveway parking and no one really parks on the street. So you gotta find somewhere that I can at least blend in a little bit so that I don't draw too much attention to myself. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that video was helpful for some of y'all who are maybe considering van life or just interested in what I do on a day-to-day basis and kind of how my days generally play out. I chose this day in particular because I wasn't traveling. I'm just kind of stationary for a few days, hanging out here in the Melbourne area, waiting for the surf to get good, and figured that it was kind of a good representation of what an average day is like for me. I'll talk to y'all in the next video.